the first convicted criminal ever to win the White House, the oldest president ever elected at 78. I was in the room when Trump gave a victory speech to some very jubilant supporters. And a little glimpse of what we might expect in a second Trump administration. He specifically singled out Elon Musk, the world's richest man, who's poured more than $100 million into helping the Trump campaign, and said how unique and special Musk is.
A star is born, Elon.
And Trump also gave his thanks to Robert Kennedy Jr. and floated the idea of him working on healthcare, which millions of Americans will find very ominous given Kennedy's track record and his vaccine conspiracy theories. What all that told me was that the second Trump administration is going to be open to the unhinged figures. There'll be far fewer guardrails this time, far less expertise, and that has to set off alarm bells. When it comes to the question of could Trump pardon himself over the January 6th insurrection, there's a good chance it won't be necessary. There are two cases regarding January 6th and classified documents that it's now widely assumed will just wither and die. Trump has said he intends to fire the special prosecutor who brought those. Trump is due actually in court in New York in about 3 weeks for sentencing in his case where he was already convicted of business fraud related to the hush money payment to an adult film performer. There's a slim possibility that he could get a prison sentence. Most people think that's very unlikely. One important takeaway from this is it is one of the greatest political comebacks of all time. After the 2020 election, Donald Trump lost power. He was impeached for the second time. The Senate could have convicted him and stopped him running. And there was a hope that this election would show Donald Trump was an aberration. And instead, it looks like Donald Trump is the revert to the default of what America is. This means Trump is no longer just another president. I think historians will have to reckon with him as a huge American political figure. For his supporters, that'll be for positive reasons, and for many others, it'll be for the worst reasons imaginable.